Have you ever asked yourself a question why some people are really good at what they do and reach consistently great results in comparison to the rest of specialists in their area? Well, I've been absolutely fascinated by this question and spent a lot of time researching it. And what I realized is this: true specialists with special skills and deep knowledge work out the structures, the systems of their trades, and then apply these structures and systems on a consistent basis. This allows them to bring consistently amazing results over and over again. Hello, my dearest friends. My name is Svetlana Shlapak, and I'm a senior immigration solicitor based in London, UK. And I'm also the creator of this free ukvisasuccess.com channel. I won my first immigration case at the tribunal back in 2003, and this gives me over 15 years of experience in UK immigration field. I've created another special video series for you called Deconstructing Immigration Rules, where I've deconstructed over 30 immigration categories for you. I've created this video series with only one aim: to help you understand the structure of immigration rules, because knowing the structure always helps achieve astonishing results. And for those of you who want to see how to apply this structure in practice, you can also check my other video series where I show you how to do exactly that. It is called ukvisasuccess.com frequently asked questions. Okay, let us deconstruct your next immigration category. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to explain to you the key elements any applicants will need to meet in order to enter the UK as an adult dependent relative. There are three key components to the application. The first one is they will need to provide documentary evidence confirming that they meet the suitability requirements. And if you don't know what this means, please continue watching this video, because I will explain how you can get further information on the suitability requirements. Then you will need to meet the eligibility requirements, which consist of three components. The first one is the relationship requirements, the second one is the care requirements, and the third one is the financial requirements. And then we have the procedure, because even if you meet the suitability and the eligibility requirements but you do not follow the correct procedure, the application is most likely to be refused. The procedure, as with all, or I should say was the majority of UK immigration applications, consists of 5 steps. The first one is you will need to complete the correct form. There are actually 2 forms which you need to complete in this particular case, and if you want to know more about this and which forms to complete, please continue watching this video, as at the end I will be explaining how you can get this information. Second one, you will need to pay the fee for the application and also the immigration house surcharge. Then you will need to submit it to the designated post. You will need to submit the supporting documents, because the forms which you'll need to complete are now online. And finally, you will be required to enroll your biometrics. And now I would like to explain each element in more detail. The eligibility requirements, as I explained to you before, they consist of 3 components: the relationship requirements, care requirements, and financial requirements. The relationship requirements, it consists of also 3 components. The first one is about the actual applicant, the person who applies. According to the immigration rules, the applicant must be a parent aged 18 and over, or a grandparent, brother or sister aged 18 or over, or son or daughter who are over the age of 18. The second requirement is also about the applicant. They say that the applicant must not be in subsisting relationship with a partner unless that partner is also making an application to enter the UK. So in other words, it has to be either a widow or someone who is single or separated or divorced. And the third requirement is about the sponsor. The sponsor is a person who is here in the UK who is inviting the adult dependent relative to live with him here in the UK. And they say that the person will need to be over the age of 18, and they have to be either British citizens or someone with indefinite leave to remain or permanent residence here in the UK, or someone with a refugee status or a humanitarian protection. And the next element of the eligibility requirement is the care requirement. It consists of two stages. The first one is the applicant will need to prove that they are, as a result of age, illness, or disability, require long-term personal care to perform everyday tasks. And so this is the first stage. And the second one is that the applicant is unable, even with the practical and financial help of the sponsor, to obtain the required level of care in the country where they're living, because it's not available and there is no person in that country who can reasonably provide it, or it is not affordable. Let me explain what this two-stage test means in practice for you guys. Okay, the first one must be the result of age, illness, or disability require a long-term personal care and assistance to perform everyday tasks. Personal care means requiring assistance with everyday tasks such as washing, cooking, and dressing. Well, with regards to the second stage, it gets more complicated. The decision maker will consider whether there is anyone in the country where the applicant is living who can reasonably provide the required level of care. This might be a close family member, such as son, daughter, brother, sister, parent, a grandchild, a grandparent, or a wider family member, or even friends and neighbors, or any other person who can reasonably provide the care required, for example, a home help, a housekeeper, or nurse or carer, or a nursing home, or something like this. And if the applicant has more than one close family member in the country where they're living, those family members may be able to pool resources to provide the required care, and this will also be taken into consideration. And the concept of whether another person can reasonably provide care may require consideration of such matters such as location of that person and their own personal circumstances and other commitments and their willingness to provide such care. And the fact that a person or organization has been providing care for a period may suggest that they can continue doing so in the future. However, if the applicant provides evidence confirming that that care was of temporary nature, or there was a change of circumstances, then the decision maker will, or should rather, take this into consideration. And the provision of care in the applicant's home of country must be reasonable from the perspective of the provider of the care and the perspective of the applicant. The decision maker should also bear in mind that any relevant cultural factors, such as the country where women are unlikely to be able to provide support in some circumstances. As you can see, guys, the threshold for these types of cases is incredibly high, and it is virtually impossible to succeed and to meet and to provide evidence to confirm that the applicant meets these two-stage requirements. And for this reason, the refusal rate for these types of applications is incredibly high. With regards to the form, I've created a special web page on my website, so you can access it by typing ukvisasuccess.com/relatives, where I'll provide you with the link to the necessary forms which one needs to submit in order to make an application as a dependent relative. And also there, once you submit your email address, I will provide you with the link to the suitability requirements, where I have specifically written an article explaining every single aspect of the suitability requirements. So if you are confused on this particular point, so this may be helpful for you as well. The fee at the moment of creating of this video is £3,250. Please remember that this is for considering the application. It is not for allowing the application, and also the applicant will need to pay the immigration health surcharge, which is currently at the date of creating of this video is £400 per year. If the application is successful, it will be granted for 5 years. So you will need to multiply 400 by 5. And finally, a few words about the financial requirement of the application. As you can see here, the applicant must provide evidence confirming that they will be adequately maintained and accommodated and cared for in the UK. The test is significantly lower than that for the spouses of British citizens, and all this term means is that when the sponsor's rent and council tax is deducted from their income, there is money left to support the applicant. And also the sponsor will be required legally to sign an undertaking form confirming that he or she will be looking after the applicant for the entire period of 5 years. And before you go, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. On request of my subscribers, I'll now be publishing a ukvisasuccess.com newsletter. I value your and my time, and therefore, in this newsletter, I'll be straight to the point. It will be published once a week, and in this newsletter, I'll be giving you 5 actionable, practical things. And as a ukvisasuccess.com subscriber, you will be the first one to see them before everyone else does. And here is the format of the newsletter. I'll be sharing a new video, a new information card. I'll be answering one of the most frequently asked questions submitted by my newsletter subscribers. And I'll be sharing one random thing which is completely unrelated to UK immigration law, but this is going to be something which inspired me and something which may inspire you as well. And finally, I'll be sharing news of the UK immigration world with you and making announcements about free masterclasses, ebooks, mind maps, which I am creating for you guys on a regular basis. The subscription process takes less than 30 seconds, and the link is in the description. If you found this video useful, you can do 3 things right now. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can visit my free website at ukvisasuccess.com. And most importantly, you can share this video with those who may benefit from it. By sharing these videos, you may help others avoid refusals of their immigration applications. Because in immigration law, knowledge and clarity are the key ingredients to success. Thank you so much for your support and for your positive feedback, which incredibly inspires me and gives me fuel to create more and more videos clarifying various aspects of UK immigration law. Have a great day, everyone.